And I can edit this down too.
Oh.
Hello, it's Carly again. This is my friend
Chelsea.
And she has never tried CBD oil. I don't know why I'm putting it green. I just figure it's apropos. So I want Chelsea to try the two that I've tried, which is Wild Theories CBD, and both of them are the full spectrum. They're just different strengths. One is extra strength, and then this one says extra as well, but it's 1,500 milligrams. So the yellow is 1,500 milligrams. This black one is 1,000 milligrams. But they definitely have different flavors. So I haven't told her which one I liked better, because I don't want to
I have so many questions.
Yes, I know, but I don't want to. What is that? I don't want to make you to form an opinion. I want you to form your own opinion.
Okay.
So we're gonna go like this. So
spoonful of sugar
helps the medicine.
So
go down.
Do I know what the flavors are, or are you not supposed to tell me?
I'm not going to tell you anything because I want your reaction.
Okay. All right.
But you know what I'll do? Actually, let's do this first. I will show you that they're different colors too. Oh. Not that that's going to enhance the flavor.
I know nothing about this. I don't know what color they are. I don't know what the milligrams mean in regards to the strength.
She knows nothing, Jon Snow. Okay, see that? See that? Okay, see?
Why is this one darker?
I don't know. I just bought it because they were on sale. Okay, so we will go. Which one do you want to go with first? Lighter or dark?
Light.
Light first.
The consumer in me, for some reason, thinks that the darker one is going to be stronger, and I know that there's no.
Isn't that weird? And it's not. So the lighter
that.
one's, well, it says 1,500 milligrams. So I will give you 0.75 milliliters in this
and I just
spoon because COVID.
Okay. Tastes like oranges.
Tastes like oranges?
Yeah.
And
like an orange zest, and it's refreshing.
But
also, there's this oily part of it, but it's not it's got that residual like olive oil does if it sits in your mouth. It's light.
Yeah.
And refreshing. It is kind of flowery and orangey. I like this one.
Okay, so you got flowery. Okay, so yeah, I said citrusy. I didn't narrow it down to orange. But how's your mouth feel?
It feels good, lubricated, but I don't feel any different as a person.
Not well, no, it's gonna take time. Okay, so that one was Wild Theories Organic CBD, the extra 1,500 milligrams, and we did 0.75 milliliters of this one. So now we'll move on to this one, and again, she's never tried these before, so we're gonna move on to this one. Okay. This is the 1,000 full spectrum cannabinoid.
It did make my throat a little scratchy.
Okay, so that happened to me as well. But let's come back to that because I noticed that as well, that it made my throat scratchy. So we'll go up a little bit more.
I didn't notice it at first, but
we'll use a new spoon too because we don't want contaminated.
New spoon.
Okay, so this is the darker one. Again, this is the 1,000.
You know, it'd be good if you showed pouring it like this, put the stopper.
Okay, I can do it again.
Way.
I can do it again.
Yeah.
I can do it again. You want to
do it for both of them? I can recreate that one if you want. Okay. All right.
That's the darker one. And I should have told you when I took the when I took these simply because
well, shit. Okay, let me just say, if something in my body said this makes me feel better, or this makes me sleep better, or there's really good not side effects, that's negative. If there were any, and now it has a different flavor.
It is. It's totally different. And I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to persuade what you experienced out of it. But go ahead and say what you.
After about 30 seconds, it starts to get flowery and still heavy. I feel like there's a definite smell coming from my mouth. It's not negative necessarily, but it's radiating this pungent.
Yeah. No, it is. And that's why I didn't want to.
But it's sour.
I didn't need to do that. But I didn't want to have you smell it yet either because you can tell. Now you can because I wanted you to taste it first just for honest reaction. But for this one, so what I did for both of them, and this is just because I take vitamin B12 too, which is in liquid form, and my doctor had told me to let it sit in my mouth a little bit. She just said it's better absorption if you get it under the tongue. I don't know. So I just treated this the same way. Nobody told me to do that. I just did it. So I hold it a little bit, and I noticed, number one, the two different flavors. I said this one was citrusy. I got lemon. I didn't necessarily get orange, but it was definitely lighter, and it didn't seem to coat my mouth. This one is bitter. It's bitter, and I think it almost smells. I mean, I hate to say that it smells like weed, but it smells a little bit closer to weed. Did you smell this one?
No.
So smell that one. It's
warm.
just bitter, really. So
It could just
that has
be
nothing to do with this.
Could just be that.
It could be this because I'm frugal. I'm baller on a budget. But no, so for this one, what I noticed about this one is
She's a
that,
frugal bitch.
yes, I like what this one does. For some reason, I noticed better effects with this one, but the flavor is not as good, and it dries my throat out. So this one, I know how you said the first time it coated your throat and kind of made your throat dry. This one does that for me, and it actually makes it scratchy. So there have been times that I take this for bedtime, and I take this one, and I can still taste it in my throat for like a couple of hours. It's not the most pleasing, but I have the most results with that one. Oddly as it is, because that's the lesser. This one says 1,000 milligrams, and the yellow is the 1,500 milligrams. I don't know how that works, but I take the same dosage of each.
It's weird because this one, if it didn't make my throat scratchy, I would prefer this one because it's lighter. It doesn't like have a really strong smell or taste after, and I'd prefer a citrusy lighter flavor anyway. Like there's nothing appealing about how this tastes to me, and if it didn't have CBD in it, I guess if I didn't like CBD, I wouldn't buy it because it doesn't smell good, it doesn't taste good. But the scratchiness does get...
but you had more of a scratch. Oh my gosh! Of this one, of the yellow.
I did.
That's weird. So I had more of a scratchy with this one. Like it coats. It was thicker, and I could still feel it. Like I said, I was holding it in my mouth. When I do that with this one seems to dissipate very quickly. This one, not so much. I hold it for like a 10 count, and then I go ahead and swallow, and I get a really dry throat and scratchy cough a little bit. But this one actually gives me better results. I seem to sleep better with this one than I do with this. But this by far tastes better and doesn't coat my mouth.
Granted, I took a sip of a drink in between the two, so I can't really
correlate. I wanted you to do anyway to kind of cleanse your palate a little bit. But okay, so your assessment is then, and you don't know what the results are going to be, so you will, like, it takes a little time to feel that, but
I have no idea.
Okay, but overall, would you take this one if you have positive results with this? Would you take this one again? Like,
if I really like felt that one made me sleep better or made me feel a lot different in a calming way, then yeah, because I'm also a person that will drink like super nasty tasting green smoothies or apple cider vinegar to get my metabolism,
because it does something good for you.
I'm that kind of person. Some people won't do it based on the taste, but for health effects purposes, I will do it because it's also going to take 30 seconds, and then after that, it's done, and you're never going to taste it for the rest of the day, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's my reaction.
That's cool. No, it was good. Actually, I saw like a little bit of your facial reaction. That tells a lot. That's why I didn't want you to smell it, because to me, I don't. You did. This one smells, but this I hate to say it. I mean, we all know what CBD is, and it smells a little more authentic, right?
Smells like butt cheeks.
No, oh my. I hope you can bleep that out. I do not think it smells like that. I think this smells more like the plant. So I don't. There's that.
You've smelled the plant?
Dried.
Oh.
I think thus endeth this video.
Okay,
this one smells like lemon to me.
I obviously didn't think about that.
Light and
reminds me about recently.
Okay, so that's it. This is Chelsea. So your vote is for, since you don't know what the effects are yet.
This one
tastes better.
This one's not as great. I like this. Not this. I like this. Not this. Like this. Not this. Like this.
We're gonna go now. Bye.